Let's bring him out here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bobby Caldwell. Bigger hand than I get from my puppets. You know what I'm saying?
They've relegated me to this handheld microphone.
I know.
That's going to rock all right.
We're trying. You know, thanks for being here, man. It's so good to meet you. You know, for years we have been playing you and listening to you, and we've been maneuvered trying to get you to come and do our little
Let's
bash
not go
thing.
too far back.
I know, exactly.
Right.
This is a great thing. This is a great thing.
Nice to be
Your great pal Dean
I'm
is
telling
out
you,
here. You know,
some of the best audiences in the world are right here. There's no question about it.
There you go.
Right here in
There you
Michigan.
go. It's very true. That's very true.
And I'm really sorry I didn't recognize you too. I have to apologize.
You were just making sure I was awake.
I was waiting for the hat, you know. I thought for sure you were going to wear a hat because I always see you in a hat.
Well, as long as we're talking about the hat, I want to correct our mayor, Dave.
Please.
This is not a $6,000 suit. Okay?
Really?
This is This is like Joseph A. Banks, buy one, get six free.
I love that. There you go.
Hey, well, you know, it's the economy.
That's right. It's the music business today, is
How
what
about
it,
that?
Yeah.
There's that too.
I want to hear you're from Manhattan, but tell me about your parents' TV show. And I'm asking as much because my dad had a show in Detroit, and my mom sang on it. That's how they met. I mean, you've got kind of a similar thing going on, huh?
Well, I was a show business baby, I guess you could say. My folks had a television show in Pittsburgh, sponsored by a local brewery there called Fort Pitt Beer.
Nice.
And it was a variety show, and their pianist was none other than Johnny Costa, who later, on the same television station, went on to be Mr. Rogers' piano player for, it must be 40 years. So I was born during one of the weeks they were doing the show, and my mom took a leave of absence. You know, ever since then, I've been kind of like, you know, ensconced in this show business thing, genetically just unavoidable.
Yeah. And it was a variety show, right?
It was a variety show, yeah. We had the likes of Tony Martin on there, and Tony Randall came on. You know, a lot of stars of the day.
Yeah, how fun. That's a heck of a station. I mean, Michael Keaton was working there, wasn't
right?
he? I thought he at one point worked for Mr. Rogers on that show.
That's possible.
Yeah, I could be right. I just actually made that up. I have no idea what that.
Growing up on the set, then did you obviously meet a lot of stars, and did you ever meet like Frank Sinatra and those types of stars?
I never met Frank, and I'm told that I should be happy I didn't.
Oh.
You know, I wouldn't want my childhood idol to shatter my dreams.
Well, what about the other Rat Packs? I mean, did you get to meet any of those?
No, I actually didn't, but I had the honor of performing as Frank in the Rat Pack production that was in Vegas for a couple of years, and that was a lot of fun. You know, we had the whole room fitted out retro with the cigarette girls.
Oh, did you really? Awesome.
And the booze cart, you know, on stage.
Man.
Actually, we put iced tea in the Jack Daniels
A
bottle.
likely story.
Well, we changed the props over to the real stuff.
Yeah, right.
And about 2 years later, we all checked into Betty Ford right after that.
That iced tea will get you every time. I tell you, honest to God. Oh man, who was Dino?
It's a local talent, and there's so much of it in Vegas. They had no problem in finding lookalikes and sound-alikes. But I guess they wanted me to lend my name to the production, and I was happy I did, because this is somebody I worshipped as a kid and rediscovered later in my young adult life. And, you know, to me, he was one of the most impressive singers of all time as far as the ability to emote a song.
Yeah. You know? There's nobody that does it. It's a tragedy, really. I mean, you know, that stuff is so great. I mean, that was a great rendition of it. I mean, that's
thanks.
Spot on.
Thanks. I guess, you know, we should thank all the people that do carry the torch, like Michael Bublé, Natalie Cole, and by the way, Natalie Cole, before she made the Unforgettable album, this was music that was considered, I guess you could say, corny. Okay, and she reintroduced the public to the American Songbook, which is the best exponent of America I think we've had to offer in the last 100 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look what Rod Stewart did. He did the same thing.
It's amazing, and I'll count myself in good company.
You are.
Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah, talk about those writers, and you know.
Oh boy, yeah. Well,
especially as a writer yourself. I mean,
Very sad news coming in. Bobby Caldwell, the famously R&B legend, actually a man who sang famous songs like What You Want to Do for Love and Open Your Eyes, has reportedly died at the age of 71. The soul singer-songwriter's wife, that is Mrs. Mary Caldwell, has come out to announce the death via his official Twitter account that was on Wednesday, saying that the legend Bobby Caldwell had passed on at his home in a very emotional, heartbreaking and intense statement that was released via the official Twitter account of the legend Bobby Caldwell. The lady Mrs. Mary said that Bobby passed away here at home. I held him tight in my arms as he left us. I'm forever heartbroken. Thanks to all of you for your many prayers over the years. That was part of the statement she wrote via the official Twitter account of the legend Bobby Caldwell. She further said that her husband had been struggling with health-related issues for the past 6 years after being floxed, a condition that actually arises as a result of adverse effect from consuming fluoroquinolone, an antibiotic, and that is according to the Treatment Center and Regenerative Medicine of Los Angeles. Caldwell's signature voice, we all know, transcended genres of jazz, R&B, and rock, as his soulful hit song What You Want to Do for Love ascended the Billboard close to 100 charts after its 1978 release on the debut album of the same name. Indeed, you cannot make a song that actually goes up to close to 100 charts on the Billboard and you're not very much talented. By the way, to be honest, What You Want to Do for Love, another hit song, became a multi-generational hit in a part because of its wide appeal as a sample and a cover song. Tupac Shakur, another legend in the hip-hop industry, sampled the track on his 1998 Do for Love. The Boys to Men, Snow Allegra, Michael Bolton, and many artists all over the world have recorded it as a cover. Caldwell's Open Your Eyes of his sophomore in 1980 Cut in the Heart album also became a sample for the chorus on Common's hit song The Light. Of his 2000 album Like Water for Chocolate, John Legend also, by the way, covered the song on his, I think, 2013 album Love in the Future. So the legend was born in 1951 and was raised in Miami, and according to his website, he grew up listening to famed musicians including Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, the Beatles, and of course he began his career playing rhythm guitar for Little Richard before launching his solo career in the late 1970s. We send our deepest condolences to his family, friends, and all we can say is rest in power the King, Bobby Caldwell.